Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oak Grove, Missouri. I am Chad Grimmer, voice of the Harrisonville Wildcats, and it is time for high school football action. Your Harrisonville Wildcats at 4-3 and 2-1 in the MRVC Conference, set to take on the Oak Grove Panthers, who are 3-4 and 1-2 in the MRVC. We're down to the last 2 weeks of the regular season, so teams not only going for conference titles, teams looking for a good seed in their district as well. It's time for your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. You know, we talk about it, Harrisonville right now sits at the number 3 spot in the district standings. Grain Valley ahead of them with a tough game tonight at Excelsior Springs. Harrisonville and their fans going to have a keen eye on that contest tonight as 6-1 Excelsior Springs and 5-2 Grain Valley do battle. Harrisonville needs an Excelsior Springs win to force a 3-way tie for the conference, and of course Harrisonville still needs to take care of business this next 2 weeks to get a chance to have a share of the title. So they need Excelsior Springs to knock off Grain Valley. They need both teams to win out, and we'd have a 3-way tie atop the MRVC Western Conference. They also need Grain Valley to get beat to help them with seeding purposes in the district, as right now Harrisonville 4-3 sits in third place, 3 points behind Grain Valley, who's at 5-2. But a win could catapult them into second, and Raytown South is no solid number 1. They're only 4-3. They do play a lot of bigger schools. They play some Class 5 schools. They get those bonus points in those wins as well. So Harrisonville could get to the number 1 seed, but I talked about it a little bit earlier today on a pregame show with KDKD Radio, is being a 2, maybe a 3 seed isn't the worst thing for Harrisonville. If you look top to bottom in that district, Harrisonville could easily go on the road, win a couple of games, and win that district as a 3 seed. And in doing so, you pretty much ensure yourself home playoff games throughout the playoffs. It happened 5 years ago, when Harrisonville went to the semifinals against Helias. They were the 4 seed in their district, and they were able to rattle off 3 wins, 2 of them being on the road. They got the quarterfinal game against Platte County at home. They knocked Platte County off, and then the semifinal game against Helias was at home as well on a Saturday afternoon, and Harrisonville was not able to come up with a victory in that game, but they had 2 home playoff games after the district round. So a lot can happen, a lot on the line here tonight for the Cats. If you're Harrisonville, you cannot overlook this Oak Grove team. Oak Grove and Pleasant Hill played a couple of weeks ago. Oak Grove was beat by Pleasant Hill 28-0, but you cannot just look at a scoreboard and say, hey, guess what? They got beat 28-0. We beat Pleasant Hill 40-14. We should easily win this game. When you get into situations like that, you start losing football games, and just out of that respect, look back to last year in the Kearney-Harrisonville football game in the state championship. I think a little bit of that game had to do with the fact that Kearney went into that game just thinking they were going to roll over Harrisonville, because Harrisonville had gotten beat 49-0 earlier in the season to Platte County, and they had beaten Platte County twice. And you know what? That's what coaches got to overcome. 16, 17-year-old kids, they're going to easily look at a scoreboard and they're going to think, oh, hey, they beat them, we beat them bad, we're going to beat them bad. And you can't do that at the high school level, at any level. That's why you put the games on the field and you don't play them on paper. And that's what the Harrisonville Wildcats got to look for tonight. So we're about 25 minutes away from your opening kickoff at your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. Great list of sponsors for Harrisonville all season long. Show Me Auto Mall, Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center, Max Ford of Harrisonville, Hollins Auto Sales, Schroeder Chiropractic, Papa Murphy's, Colby's Car Clinic, American Heritage Realtors, Sherwood Community Bank, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House The Vault, Verizon Wireless Cell Only, Greg's Wheel Alignment, Farmers Insurance Brad Sainer, the Keller Williams Hearn Group, Stafford and Stafford Insurance, Absolute Health Chiropractic, the Harrisonville Star, Sapp Brothers, Salon 114, Upcycled Orchard, Sapp Brothers Service Center, Dunkin' Donuts, Apple Barrel Restaurant, and Young's Auto LLC, all of our great sponsors that get this game on each and every week. We're going to take a timeout, a 2-3 minute timeout. We'll be back with more pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, and we'll talk about our keys to the game after this. You're listening to High School Football and watching on 4Ts.com.
The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer. The Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it, Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436. Upcycled Orchard Pumpkin Patch opens this weekend. Pumpkin Patch, hay rides, corn maze, bounce house, pumpkin bowling, corn wagon, apple lunch, s'mores fire pit, cider donuts, cider slushies, mums, and all your fall decorating needs. We also have You Pick Apples. Patch activities are open Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 12 to 4. Our shop, pre-picked pumpkins and apples are open during the week, Wednesday through Friday too. Located at the corner of South 7 Highway and Kaufman Road. Special groups can call and schedule during the week. Check us out on Facebook or call 816-925-0404. While sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
Back to school means new hours at the Vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
All right, welcome back to your pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. Chad Grammer, Gary Davidson, set to bring you play-by-play action of the Harrisonville Wildcats versus the Oak Grove Panthers. Harrisonville 4-3 on the season, 2-1 in the MRVC. Oak Grove 3-4 and 1-2 in the MRVC. It's time for our keys to the game. For the keys to your dream home, get a hold of the hometown team, the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty. Keys tonight for me, number one, it's not magic. You got to watch the ball. They're going to have misdirections. You got to stay at home on defense. They're going to try to confuse you. It's a smoke and mirrors type of offense. A lot of misdirection, tries to set up that running game. So you got to stay at home. It's not magic. Number 2, thunder and lightning. You got to ground and pound. Toss in that quick strike every once in a while, but keep with the run, keep the defense on its heels, and then they're not going to sell out for that run. The running game's going to be opened up, and your passing game will be opened up as well. And key number 3, walk the line. You want to be aggressive, you want to be physical, but you want to do it within the line. You've got to cut those penalties down going forward if they want to make another run towards a district and then possible state playoff run. You can't have those silly penalties. The last couple of weeks, it seems like later in the ball game, Harrisonville has had some costly personal foul penalties. Last week, they had a couple personal foul penalties. I attribute a little bit of that being a Cass County rivalry. Those two, they get chippy. They talk all week long. They talk smack. They know each other. But it didn't cost them last week. The week before, personal foul penalty on the last drive by Grain Valley was able to get Grain Valley better field position and ultimately score on the last play of the game. So you got to do that. You got to walk the line. Thunder and lightning, it's not magic. Do those things tonight, you're going to come out with a victory. Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by the hometown team, the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty. So, Gary, we're getting ready for the national anthem, so I'll come back and give you those thoughts in just a minute. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a couple minutes after this.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford and Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit. There's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri, on the campus of Oak Grove High School. As we await MRVC West matchup, your Harrisonville Wildcats and the Oak Grove Panthers set to come your way. It's the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We get ready to rock and roll here. Coach Pyle's trying to break all my stuff over here. Not really, but we're going to give him a hard time anyway. We've had some good conversations about old friends tonight, so I'll have to send some text out here in a little bit. Where's the beef? It's on Harrisonville's offensive line in the half-pound Boss Burger at Forge by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive line. For the guys up front on the defense, our beef is Nick Cruz, Christian Cooper, and Ben Clary. Those three are the ones that get the defense going. They're able to rock and roll, get in the backfield, and disrupt things, and that helps the linebackers, corners, everybody else out. That is our Where's the Beef offensive line, brought to you by the half-pound Boss Burger at Forge by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, the official burger of the Harrisonville offensive line. Gary, we were talking about it. We talked about it in the keys to the game tonight. Biggest thing for Harrisonville, you can't come into this game overconfident. You can't look at it like, they got beat by Pleasant Hill with 28-0 and we rolled Pleasant Hill. They've got to come in and play their game and take care of business.
Yeah, they do. And, we've always talked about controlling the clock. And last week, the first part of the game, we controlled the clock. The first half, we had, 3 drives for fairly long drives, tore up the clock. Second half, we get the ball. 2 plays, we're in the touchdown, 98 yards. So it's hard to be upset about that type of a play, but it put the defense, and you saw what happened when the defense was on the field the second half, most of the half.
Well, yeah, no, you talk about it. You kind of want to mix in thunder and lightning. As we get a moment of silence, so we're going to be quiet for a second as well.
Thank you. You may release your balloons.
Sorry, we got our headphones on. They were doing a moment of silence, and we're just in here jabbering. People are probably looking at us awful awkward. But no, what we were talking about, I said thunder and lightning. You want that quick strike ability, but you want to mix it in with the run game and those long drives. Jasper brings you such big play ability. We saw it last week. He wasn't in there really in the first half. Second half, he comes in there. First play to him, a 58-yard touchdown throw. And all you got to do to Jasper, toss it in his vicinity. He's going to go up and get it. Then Harrisonville, like you said, they had 3 touchdown drives in the third quarter. There's only one problem with that. They lasted a grand total of 2.5 minutes.
Right. You're talking about a total of 8 plays for those 3 touchdowns. And Jasper Davis, he only caught the ball twice, average of 54 yards a catch. And you're right, he didn't play much in the first half, if any, but the second half he came in. The first play he was in, I think it was, is when he actually scored the first touchdown at 58 yards.
And then your defense, they had a short field, or they got it down to the 1-yard line. You have a 4th and goal. You stop them. Second play, a 98-yard touchdown. I don't think any coach will take those back, but at the same time, they again, another 25, 30-second drive. So you want to have the thunder, you want to have the lightning as well. You want to have that quick strike ability. I think if you look at the team from last year to this year, everybody will talk about Morgan Salamaya being the special player he was last year. But I don't feel like the passing game was there last year the way it is this year. I think we've got big play receivers that can make big plays. You've got a Jasper Davis that can go out there. He can make any catch there is. And then you've got a Nick Laughlin who's come on the last 3 or 4 weeks and has become a great possession receiver on those 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10s. He's able to knock it down. And then if you forget about those 2 or you try to double cover those 2, Colby Knowles will burn you, and he's had big games. So I feel like they have more weapons offensively than they did last year. It's just trying to find the right mix to get it to roll.
And each complements each other. The pass complements the run, the run complements the pass. And I think that's what opens up the run even more this year, because they do have that big strike capability. They've got the receiver that can go up and catch the ball. And so the other teams, the defenses, have to honor that, and they can't put 10 in the box for our veer. And therefore it opens the run up. So I've really enjoyed seeing them progress, mature this year, because they've come a long ways. You're right. Last week, first half, 1 penalty, 5 yards. Now, second half was a little bit different. I think they had 5 penalties for almost 60 yards. Several of those hurt them, but obviously it wasn't something that hurt them as far as a game changer, because they were in control of the game. And you're right, it was one of those chipper games where you've got the cross-county rivalry, and those always come up with those types of plays occasionally anyway.
And like you said, didn't hurt them too bad last week. They were up by 4 touchdowns at the time, so that wasn't a big issue in the game. Bottom line tonight, you just got to come out and build off of last week's success. We've talked about it for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You want to get a streak started. You want to get rolling come district time. Well, they've got the opportunity in front of them. They had Pleasant Hill last week. They can get a win here at Oak Grove, and they can finish it off on senior night next Friday against Odessa. They can go into districts 6-3, possible 1 seed anywhere. I think they're going to end up anywhere between 1, 2, and 3. I don't think the coaches will be upset with a 2 or 3 seed, knowing the ramifications of the playoffs, that other teams are probably going to have been hosting several playoff games, and you're going to get a playoff game at home if you can get that far. So we'll see. We'll talk about it. I want to go over our starting lineups now, brought to you by our good friends at Stafford and Stafford Insurance. For Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance, it's Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Give them a call, 816-884-4800. For the Wildcats offensively, it'll be Ryan Bird at quarterback. Your running backs, Joe Bowers, Wyatt Reynolds. Your wide receivers, Colby Knowles, Nick McCleve, Kurt Poisel. Of course, you will see Jasper Davis in there, as well as Nick Laughlin, and the big guys up front, Lance Schwark, Keegan Rowe, Kalen Johnson, Nick Cruz, Ben Clary, CJ Caterly will get some time, along with Sam East and Trevor Campbell as well. That will be the offensive line, and the rest of the team for the Wildcats. Harrisonville's premier starting lineup for insurance is at Stafford and Stafford Insurance. Give them a call at 816-884-4800. Okay, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with our coin toss and our opening kickoff. You're listening to the pregame show, brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC.
There is only one wireless hotspot for T's and CBK Broadcasting Trust. That is a hotspot from the cell-only Verizon wireless store in Harrisonville. With easy access in the Price Chopper Shopping Center, they are there to answer any questions you may have. Right now, come in and get a free Samsung tablet, discount bundles, and contract buyouts from any other carrier. If that wasn't enough, if you come in and mention this ad, get 15% off your purchase. Run out and see them today at Cell Only Verizon Wireless.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart, or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations. Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. Well, the talk is almost over. The game is almost here. We are going to have your coin toss coming up in just a few seconds, and we will wait the teams to get out for the coin toss as the Oak Grove Marching Panther Band makes its way off of the field. We will have that coin toss for you in just a couple of minutes. Bottom line, the game is set to go here as both teams' captains are making their way out to midfield. Show Me Auto Mall gives you above average service at below average prices to keep some coin in your wallet. Coin toss brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall as both teams talk it over. I'll let Gary kind of watch and see who's going to win the toss. Harrisonville's been lucky so far this year. They've won several coin tosses and have been able to defer to the second half. We'll see if that streak continues here today. For Harrisonville, you know, I talked about it, biggest key tonight is going to be slow down that running game, stay at home on defense. They're going to go a lot of misdirection, a lot of moving around, going to run some dead tee and some waterfall. And we're going to try to see how the Cats can respond and stay at home. It's been in the past, in the games we've done in the past against Oak Grove, it's one of those things that you see that Oak Grove, it takes a little bit for Harrisonville's defense kind of to get acclimated to that, but once they do, they seem to settle in. And that's kind of been a staple of Coach Shanker's defenses in the past. You know, that first series is kind of like a feel them out type of deal, and after that, they kind of settle in.
Yeah, it's a lot of misdirection. I mean, it's a lot of faking and everything else. But as we were kind of talking before the game, I mean, it still is a basic play. You've just got to be able to stay in your gaps, stay in your lanes where you're supposed to be at, and you should be okay.
So we'll see what happens here as the coin toss is rolling on here. Both coaches head back to the sidelines. You know, one of the things we were laughing before the game, Gary, as we could talk about it as or I'll talk about it a little bit as the coin toss is going on. Something you don't see very often at a high school level is both teams on the 50-yard line during calisthenics, and both teams lined up. Oak Grove was on the 50, and Oak Grove won and deferred. So Oak Grove won deferred, and so Harrisonville will get the ball. That's something we haven't seen out of them this year. Usually, pretty much exclusively, I think they have been second half football team. Yeah,
I don't remember a game where we haven't deferred and received in the second half. But go ahead, and I wanted you to go ahead and finish what happened because it was kind of interesting of how it transpired.
So next thing we noticed that both teams are on the 50, the captains are on the 50 doing their stretches, and we looked out at Jasper Davis and his counterpart from Oak Grove are just sitting there stretching and having a conversation. And we were like, well, we just don't see that very often. So we appreciate you joining us for the pregame show brought to you by Sherwood Community Bank, Harrisonville's only locally owned and managed bank, member FDIC. We'll be back at halftime for our halftime show brought to you by our good friends at the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex. But we're ready for high school football action. Harrisonville is going to go from right to left in this first quarter. Oak Grove going to go from left to right. Oak Grove going to be in their black home tops, black bottoms, orange numbers and letters with the black helmet. Harrisonville in their away white tops with the black numbers, blue outline, the black pants as they get set for action in the blue helmet with the Wildcat on it. For the Cats, back to receive this one, it'll be Jasper Davis and Wyatt Reynolds, the speedster. Wyatt approaching, getting close to 1,000 yards, 770 plus yards on the season for him. So we await the kickoff here from Oak Grove. Oak Grove kicks it from left to right. High end over end kick, and Reynolds going to take it from his own 10. He's at the 15 to the 20, and he tries to get to the outside and does, to the 30, to the 35, 40, down the sideline into Oak Grove territory, down to the Oak Grove 46-yard line, but there's a flag on the near side of the field at about the 43-yard line, and never good news on a return when you see a flag. So we will wait and see what the flag is. And if it is on Harrisonville, it will be looks like a spot foul from the 41, so that will take them back a little bit. Instead of having it in Oak Grove territory, we'll have it about their own 30-yard line. So it will be at their own 31 to start things. So it's still not horrible field position, but could have been a lot better for the Cats. And again, there's that penalty bug that hurts the Wildcats. It's going to be Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right. Bird going to be under center, running that split back veer to start things off here from Oak Grove. Under center, Bird. He's going to hand it off right up the middle for Reynolds, and Reynolds gets pounded as he goes through the line, but gets all the way up to the 36-yard line. Tackled by Joey Lewis on the play. Brings up second and about 4 for Harrisonville from their own 37. So here we go, wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield again. Bird under center. Knowles to the near side. And Bird this time hands it off to Reynolds again. Maybe got a yard out of that one. Looks like they're going to give him a yard. Brings it up to the 38. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3. So I was taking a moment. As soon as Bird handed that off, he was already running over to talk to Coach Meeks on the sideline. I was trying to figure out where he was going, if he had the ball or what was going on. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Cats. They're going to go 2 wide receivers split out. Right side, it's going to be McCleve and Knowles out to the right side, and the split backs in the backfield. And Bird looking to throw. He's going to have to get chased out of the pocket, and he chucks it, overthrows his target right into the hands of Oak Grove. Down the sidelines, they go to the 10, to the 5, to the house, and it's going to come back as there was a penalty on that one. It won't be a touchdown, but Oak Grove's still going to have great field position at about the Wildcat 25-yard line. And that ball, that was probably the first ball all season I've seen that just kind of floated on Ryan Bird right there. Is he was trying to hit it out of the backfield for Bowers, and he just overthrew him and hit it right into the hands of the waiting defender from Oak Grove. So not the way Harrisonville wanted to start it offensively. Bird throws the interception. Just his second interception of the season for Ryan Bird. And it'll be Oak Grove ball at the 24 of Harrisonville. And if Harrisonville's had an Achilles this year, it's giving up touchdowns on short field position plays. And they got a situation here. Run up with those 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to go off. No, they're going to look to pass, and the Cats are going to chase. Nowhere to go. Bowers was there and then finished off. Ran right by Bowers, and Cruz lays him out at about the 33, 34-yard line. And this is very similar to the way Oak Grove started against us a couple of years ago. Very run-oriented team. Seems like against Harrisonville, they always come out with a couple of pass plays here and see if they situate it again here now with 2nd and long. They may have to do something about it again here on the pass situation. So Aldhouse going to bring his team up to the line of scrimmage. Two backs in the backfield, split backs back off the end. They're going to pitch it around the end, and the Cats defense is right there. Several players to wrap them up. Taken down by Isaiah Patrick. And it'll be 3rd down and about 17 for Oak Grove. So mark it 3rd and 18. So 3rd and 18 coming up for the Panthers from the Wildcat 32-yard line. Aldhouse gets a play from the sideline, gives it to his team. Gonna go quick line up, those 3 backs in the backfield. And they're going to go right up the middle with it back to original line of scrimmage. They're going to get it up to about the 25-yard line. Going to bring up 4th and 10. So 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. And 0-0 is the score. So 4th down and 10 coming up for the Panthers. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down at the 25 of the Wildcats. Wide receiver flanked out right side, way out right side. Going out of the waterfall formation. I love when I have the coaches up here can kind of tell me what's going on. Aldhouse going to run. He gets inside the 20 to about the 17, but he's going to be a couple of yards short, and the Cats are going to have a catastrophe averted right there and turn it over on downs. Going to have it at about their own 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up from the Cats from their own 18-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 17, actually. So it'll be Cats ball. The wide receiver, McCleve flanked out right side, left side will be Knowles. Bowers to the left, Reynolds to the right in the backfield in that split back veer formation. Bird under center. Here they go on 1st and 10, and Bird going to pitch it back to Reynolds. Reynolds to the 20 and runs right into the defender who takes him down immediately. Eric McKinney with the tackle, I believe. Actually, Riley Mills on the tackle. So it'll be 2nd down and about 7 for the Cats, up to about the 20-yard line. Stay in that split back formation. Bird under center. Bird looks out, throws it out for Jasper Davis. He makes the first guy miss, second guy miss, rolls it all the way up to the 35, 37-yard line. Goes all the way up to the 37. Good chunk of yardage by the Cats right there. 17-yard gain for Jasper Davis. Takes it all the way up to the 37-yard line. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So Cats going strictly with that split back veer formation. Here they go on the handoff. Bauer's going to take it through the line. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and then is wrapped up and taken down. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. So the hole closed quickly on him there. Brings up 2nd down and long for the Cats. Maybe gave him about a half yard, but we'll call it 2nd and 10. Knowles going to be to the near side. Cleve to the far side. Bird under center. And Bird looking to pass. And he chucks it downfield for Knowles and overthrows his target out of bounds, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. So 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Cats from their own 37-yard line. So 3rd and long coming up for the Cats. Trying to get the offense rolling here early. Knowles left side, McCleve to the right side, split backs in the backfield, Bird under center. Here comes 3rd down and long. Bird this time going to go up the middle for Reynolds and nowhere to go. He's wrapped up and taken down immediately, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down coming up for the Cats. Bird stands back at about his own 25 to punt this one away. 6:27 to go here, first quarter, no score. Bird has let go of some big ones this year, punting-wise. He'd love to have one right here. And this one is going to be end over end kick on the near sideline. He's going to roll inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone. Not where they wanted it to go. 63-yard punt. No return as it goes to a touchback, so nets 43 for the Cats. And it'll be Oak Grove ball first and 10 from their own 20-yard line to start their second drive of the contest. So we'll see what Althouse, Will Hoyt, Klaus, Hunter have up their sleeves this time around as we set for Oak Grove coming out of the huddle. 6:05 to go here, first quarter, no score. Cats offense not been able to get on track here early on. An interception and a 3 and out, or well, it wasn't a 3 and out, but one first down and then stalled out there. Althouse under center. He's going to pitch it back into the backfield and makes the first guy miss down the sideline. He goes to the 30 and out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line. 15-yard gain. So it'll be a first down and 10. Up to the 31 is where he stepped out of bounds. So he got 11 yards on that one. So first and 10 coming up for the Panthers from their own 31-yard line. Sprint up to the line of scrimmage. Try to go to the outside. No, go right up the middle. They fake to the outside, go up the middle with that. Brings up a second down and about 7. Ball up to the 34, so they're going to give him 3 on that one. Ball up to the 34-yard line. And Oak Grove rushes up to the line of scrimmage here. 3 backs in the backfield. Under center, Althouse. They're going to go right up the middle with it. And through the hole goes 27, Peyton Klaus. Gets about 3 or 4. And I'll tell you what, Isaiah Patrick was in the backfield. Just missed that tackle. Would have been 3rd and long. Instead, it's 3rd and manageable. 3rd and about 2.5 for Oak Grove from their own 39-yard line. Cats would like to get a stop here, force Oak Grove into the punting situation. To the line they come. 3 back set in the backfield. Althouse under center. And to the outside they go. Bounce to the outside. 26, Will Hoyt. Going to have enough for a first down. Up to about the 42, almost 43-yard line. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Panthers as they're moving the ball early. 4:20 to go here in quarter number 1. Still no score. Oak Grove's second drive of the ball game has them at their own 42-yard line, trying to drive into Wildcat territory for the second time here tonight. Althouse brings his team to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs off end, running back in the backfield. They go right up the middle with it this time. Get a couple, maybe 3 up to the 45-yard line. And that will be a second down and long. Will Hoyt with the carry there. Checking in for him now is Tyler Hunter. Second and 7 coming up. Althouse. Under center going to go in motion. They're going to go right up the middle again with it. Trying to dive forward for a little bit extra yard. Jake Jackson brings up 3rd down and about 4 for Oak Grove from their own 48-yard line. So 3rd and 4 from the 48. Cats trying to get a stop here on 3rd down. Althouse gets a play from the sideline. 3 minutes and counting to go here in the first quarter of this one. Klaus flanked out near side here. If they're going to throw, Klaus or Will Hoyt probably going to be one of your two targets that they like to throw it to. And a timeout called. So we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to and watching High School Football, 4Ts.com.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. First quarter action, 2:44 to go here. First quarter, Cats and Oak Grove with no score. Oak Grove has the ball at their own 48-yard line, facing 3rd and 4 coming up. Old House brings his team back out on the field. 2 running backs set in the backfield, going to be Jackson and Will Hoyt. Near side receiver, Klaus, or what? No, they changed it up to Hunter. Hunter's been their big play threat with 4 receptions, 167 yards. They're going to pitch you back here, try to get to the outside. Nowhere to go, 3-yard loss. Cats read that one. Jasper Davis read it well here on the near sideline. Brings up 4th down and about 7. And Oak Grove going to have to punt it away. And Old House is their punter. We'll see if he is lined up about 7 yards behind the line of 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a little quick punt here. Fourth down and 7 coming up, and here's a little quick punt, little end-over-end punt. Doesn't go too far. Cat's going to let it roll, and it will take a Oak Grove roll down to about the 21-yard line. So about a 35-yard punt. They're going to make it 34 yards. So the Cats will take over their own 21 with 151 to go here in the opening quarter. So first 2 drives, not the way the Cats wanted to go. They had to punt it away, and they had an interception, and it brings up 1st and 10 now from their own 21. Would like to get a good drive going here to end this first quarter. Bird brings his team out to the line of scrimmage. Davis going to be flanked out left side. 2 wide receiver right side. Cat's going to go shotgun formation this time. And Bird's got it. He's going to hand it off. Nowhere to go. Bird keeps it himself, though, after the fake handoff for Bowers and gets not quite back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 10. And something that's Cats have struggled with at times is the blocking on the line, and Oak Grove is finding the gaps right now and not allowing Harrisonville any running room. So 2nd down and long coming up. Bird gets a play from the sideline. Cat's going to stick with the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers left side, 1 to your right side. Bowers in the backfield alongside of Bird. Flip-flop sides from the left to the right. And Bird gets the snap and looks to throw, but a whistle and a flag. And a false start on Harrisonville, going to push him back 5 more yards. So 2nd down and about 16 coming up now for Harrisonville. So about everything in the losses this year that's gone wrong for Harrisonville has reared its ugly head early on in this one. A couple of costly penalties and a turnover. 2 wide receivers left side, 1 to the right side. Shotgun formation for Bird from his own 15 this time. And Bird gets the snap, looks to throw, and nowhere to go. And he's just got all kinds of running room up the middle of the 25, 30, and cut up at the 32-yard line. That is number 3, Riley Mills on the tackle. But the Cats are going to have enough for a 1st down, and that 1st down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. A couple of good open field tackles by Riley Mills here early going of this one. It'll be a 1st and 10 Cats up to the 30, almost 2. They're going to mark it at the 32-yard line. Bird gets a play from the sideline, 38.7 seconds to go. Play clock rolls as well as the game clock. Cats will have to run another play here to end this first quarter. Davis Laughlin flanked out near side, wide receiver to the right side. And Bird this time going to pitch it back to the running back up the middle. They're going to go in all kinds of running room. That's Isaiah Patrick down the sideline to the house for 6. I do not see any flags on the field. 68-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Patrick, the middle linebacker, which he played quite a bit of running back last season. They put him in there in the shotgun formation, and he takes it to the house for 6. And the Cats lead 6-0 with 12.5 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. We await the Sasonis kick. The holder is Davis. The snap, the hold, and Jasper's just going to take off and run with it, try to get to the corner, dives into the end zone for 2, and the Cats lead 8-0. I'm pretty sure that was all the way they were planning on doing that one. And the Cats lead 8-0 with 12.5 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Your tires, touchdown on the pavement is important, so don't get let down. Go see William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center today.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Welcome back to Oak Grove. 68-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Patrick, and the Cats lead it 8-0 with 12.5 seconds to go in the first quarter of this one. Sasonis ready to kick it from right to left here. And here comes the Sasonis kick. High end over end kick going to be taken at about the 5-yard line by the Panthers. And it'll be Hunter to get it out to the 30, to the 35-yard line and out of bounds. So Tyler Hunter with the return. Gets him up to about the 34s where they're going to mark it, and Oak Grove will take over with 4.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. So Cats showing a little bit of a wrinkle there, bringing in Isaiah Patrick, and he promptly takes it 68 yards to the house for an 8-0 Wildcat lead. So we'll wait Oak Grove to come out on the field here. Play clock is rolling. Will Hoyt, Althouse, the quarterback. We're going to go out of a shotgun look here. 2 wide receivers set near side on the right side. And they're going to go right up the middle with Will Hoyt. And Will Hoyt going to get a couple up to about the 38, 39-yard line. And that will end the first quarter of play. So your score with 1 quarter in the books. 8-0, Cats with the lead. We'll be back after this.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers truck stop.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter action about to be underway. Oak Grove going to have it from their own 39-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Panthers. Now going from right to left. Panthers in their black tops, black bottoms, orange letters, orange numbers with the black helmet and the OG on the side. For the Wildcats, they get their white tops, black bottoms with the blue and white stripe up the pants. The black numbers with a blue outline, the blue helmet with the Wildcat on the side. Aldhouse set to call the signals here. Split backs in the backfield. Back off the left end for the Panthers. 2nd down and 5 coming up. And the Panthers going to look to pass it again. And they're going to chuck it deep downfield, overthrow the target by about 5 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 coming up. So they gave it a rip for the deep one down the field. It was not there. Well, it was there open, but Aldhouse overthrows the target, and it brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. It's intended for Peyton Klaus down the seam, and incomplete, brings up 3rd down. A rush to the line of scrimmage. Split backs in the backfield, back off the end. They're going to pitch it back to Will Hoyt. Will Hoyt tries to get to the outside, nothing doing. Hoist, a whole host of Wildcats over on that far sideline. Wrap him up, take him down. Wallen included in that one. Brings up 4th down for the Panthers from about their own 39-yard line. Punting unit comes into the game. Jasper Davis, Nick Laughlin back to return this one for the Wildcats with 11:21 to go in the first quarter, and the Cats leading 8-0. So 11-10 and counting here in the first half. Cats with an 8-0 lead are about to get the ball back here. Maybe that quick strike last time will get the offense kind of jump-started, get a good drive going this time. So now the play clock rolls. And Aldhouse stands back for a normal punt attempt from his own 25 this time. And here comes the Aldhouse kick. High end over end kick this time. Fair caught by Laughlin. And Laughlin somehow able to keep a hold of it as he was bobbling. It bounced off the shoulder pads into his arms, out of his arms, and back in him. And he's able to corral it. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 21. That's about their average field position. It seems like each drive is the 21-yard line, and they'll start at the 21 again. Tell you what, Oak Grove replaced their turf in the offseason, and I absolutely love this new turf here in Oak Grove. Just the orange and black pops on this field, and just nice black in the end zones with the bright orange Panthers, and then the orange stripe all the way around the outside of the field. Big Clemson Tiger-type paw in the middle. From their own 21-yard line, Cats set to go this time. Looks like they're going to go with the shotgun formation again here. Looks like Bowers is the one in the backfield with him. Now Laughlin going to switch from the far side to the near side. The officials were discussing something there. So their dead ball, personal foul, face mask, I guess. Going to be a half a distance down to the 12, I believe. Mark it at the 11, so it'll be at the 11-yard line. Cats 1st and 10 from their own 11. 2 wide receivers set, 2 your right, 1 to your left. Bowers next to Bird in the shotgun formation. Officials try to get things situated here, chasing down flags, and I think we're about ready to go back to action finally here. 10:36 to go first quarter, or first half. Harrisonville with the ball at their own 11. Shotgun formation for Bird. And Bird looking to throw. Throws it out in the flats for Bowers. Bowers cuts it to 15, to the 20, up to the 21-yard line, a 10-yard gain. It looks like it's going to be enough for a Wildcat first down. And it will be a first down. The officials mark it. That first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So the Cats get it up to the 22, 11-yard gain by Bowers on the little swing pass to the outside. Laughlin McLeave flanked out left side. Knowles to the near side. Shotgun formation with Bowers in the backfield next to Bird, and they're going to throw it out to Laughlin this time. He's got it to 22, cuts up to the 30 and up to the 35-yard line. A little quick out again. A quick hitch for the Cats. It'll be a 13-yard gain, but looks like there's a flag back at the 30 or the 27-yard line. That'll be on the Cats. The vicinity of hold. Catch somebody off the end on the left side over there. If it is a spot foul, it'll bring up about a 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. So they're going to mark it off back to the 17-yard line. And it will be 1st down and 15 for the Cats as they'll replay 1st down. Shotgun formation for Bird. Wide receiver to the left. Wide receiver to the right. This time the run up the middle and nowhere to go. Bowers is cut down quickly, and it brings up 2nd down and long for the Cats with 9:56 to go here in the first half of play. So 8-0 our score. 9:56 to go here in the first half. Cats trying to get the offense on track. Besides that one big play, not much doing for the Harrisonville Wildcat offense. So 9:50 to go here, first half as the clock is rolling. Bird gets a play from the sideline. And now under 10 to go on the play clock. Cats are going to have to hurry up to the line here. And now not enough guys out on the field, and timeout going to have to be called. So Cats going to have to waste a timeout here. Not right personnel on the field. Players coming out. We're supposed to be on the field, and Coach Meek's going to call a timeout and talk things over. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. 9:32 to go first half. Cats lead 8-0 with the ball.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove. Second quarter action. We're behind Oak Grove High School in Oak Grove, Missouri. MRVC West action. You're 4-3. Harrisonville Wildcats 2-1 in the MRVC. The 3-4 Oak Grove Panthers and 1-2 in the MRVC as we are set for action. 2nd down and long coming up for the Cats. Bird in the shotgun. Looks back to pass. He's going to chuck it deep and has his man Davis, and Davis wraps through a defender to the 45, to the 40, cuts back at the 30, down the field he goes to the 20, going to try to make it to the corners, cut back at the 5, and out of bounds he goes at about the 8-yard line. He tried to spin backwards out of a tackle, and it'll be a nice, long gain for the Wildcats. I'll let Gary and Ron add that one up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats. It'll be 1st and goal inside the 10 at about the 9 is where we're going to mark the Wildcats.
74.
So a 74-yard completion from from Bird to Davis, and they go back to that split back veer formation on 1st and goal. And Bird going to slide it up the middle to Reynolds, and Reynolds going to get to the 5-yard line. A quick 4-yard scamper by him. Going to bring up 2nd down.
Number 25, Wyatt Reynolds.
So we'll bring up 2nd down and goal from about the 5-yard line. And Jasper showed his big playability right there. Bird able to just kind of chuck it down there, and Jasper able to go after and get it. Official timeout. They just roll the clock now. Split backs. 2nd and goal from the 5. Bird under center. Bowers to the left. Reynolds to the right. Bird now under center here on 2nd and goal. And Bird going to pitch it back. Has it to Bowers. Bowers tries to cut the outside. Cuts back. Makes the block into the end zone for 6. I don't think there's any flags on the play. Good blocking by his wide receiver on the outside here to give the Cats another touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown run by Joe Bowers, and the Cats lead it 14-0. Extra point coming up for Sassonis. So McCleve is the long snapper. Your holder is Davis, and the kicker is Sassonis. Low kick, and again, Davis going to go the other way this time, and nowhere to go. Another low snap. Cats tried to go to the well twice, but they lead it 14-0 with 8:55 or 8:22 to go here in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're watching High School Football, 4Ts.com.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty as your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com.
All right, Cats lead 14-0, 8:55 to go here. First half of this one. Couple of big plays for the Cats offense. 68-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Patrick. A 74-yard completion from Ryan Bird to Jasper Davis. The difference in this one is the Cats lead at 14-0. Got a 5-yard touchdown run just a second ago by Joe Bowers after that big 74-yard completion. Sassonis stands at his own 30, ready to run up and boot this one to Oak Grove. Oak Grove going to go right to left. High end over end kick. Short kick going to be taken about the 15, 20-yard line, 25, 30 to the 35, and another good return by Oak Grove. Out past the 35 to the 37-yard line by Tyler Hunter. And it brings up a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from about their own 37-yard line. Mark it at the 38. 8:17 to go here in the first half. Cats lead 14-0. House brings his team out to the field. Jackson will Klaus in the backfield. We go off the end with the two backs, and they're going to hand off around the end. Will looks like got the carry, nowhere to go. Pressure from the backside for the Wildcats. Looks like Jackson Crowley off the backside, able to make the stop. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for Oak Grove from their own 38-yard line. So, we talked about it, Gary. The first couple of series, you're just trying to find your way, figure out this Oak Grove offense, and the last couple of series for the Cats have looked a lot better. So we'll get to Gary in a minute. Gary's mic was down, but we'll get to him in just a second. Shotgun this time for Althouse, and he gets it around the outside again. Will Hoyt goes out to the right side, nowhere to go, about a yard gain. Brings up 3rd down and 9. And I'll go to Gary this time. Now you were just talking about something.
Well, look at the statistics. Prior to this game, Tyler Hunter had had the most carries and the most yards, and I haven't even seen him on the field. Actually, Will Hoyt's been getting the primary carries. He's already got 9 or 10 carries. So I'm wondering if he's hurt or what the situation is with him.
So wide receiver flanked out, near side, way out here to the near side. Shotgun again for Althouse, and this time he's going to try the naked bootleg out to the near side. Nowhere to go. Cats again forced out of bounds by Bowers is Althouse, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for Oak Grove. They got it up to about the 41, so it'll be 4th and about 6 or 7. And one thing, if I would say something I've noticed from the last several years of calling games against these two, usually what we end up seeing on paper is totally different than the way Oak Grove comes out and plays to start a game. And you even back to the days when Zach was quarterback, and I know that you know this, 2 wide receivers left and right. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called by Harrisonville here. They go in that little short punt formation that time. So Harrisonville going to talk it over with 6:48 to go here in the first half of this one. But, that's just one of the things. It's almost And I could almost say these are mirror images the last couple of years as well, is the play selection to start off. I remember 2 years ago up here, I was like, Oak Grove does not throw the ball. They don't throw the ball. And I think the first 4 plays of the game were pass plays, and you were like, okay, well, they're going to try to throw the ball this time. They settle into their game plan after that. Similar to today, they came out to try to throw it. Wasn't there. They've tried to settle into the running game as well. And here we go. They got a 4th down now. Cats have been able to stop them on downs and 2 punts and trying to get a 3-and-out right here. The last 2 drives been 3-and-outs if they do punt it away. And it looks like they're going to. Althouse stands at about his own 33-yard line. Will Hoyt going to go in motion from left to right. And then a little punt away. Nobody back for the Cats, and it's going to roll inside the 5, and it's going to make it into the end zone. So a 59-yard punt nets them 39 yards as the Cats will have it from their own 20-yard line with 6:38 to go here in the first half. 14-0. Harrisonville with the lead and the ball. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Cats from their own 20 as we await them to come from the sideline out. So we'll see what the Cats have up their sleeve this series. Last 2 series have had some big play implications. 6:38 to go here in the half. Cleve flanked out left side. Near side is Knowles along with Reynolds. Shotgun formation for Bird. They're going to go in motion. They're going to hand it off for Reynolds. Little stutter step, nowhere to go. He's going to lose 3 in the backfield. And that will be that for the Cats. 2nd down and 12. And that's, you look in that bag of tricks for the Cats when Reynolds is coming in motion across there on that jet sweep. He is the one that's going to get the handoff. But it's almost as if they set that up for game after game. They keep running that. One of these times he's not going to get it, and they're going to have somebody wide open on the near side. So shotgun formation, wide receiver left, 2 to the right. And Bird this time a little delay handoff for Bowers, and Bowers is going to get about a yard, and that's going to be it. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 with 5:50 to go here in the first half. So 3rd down and 11 coming up. Cats get to play from the sideline. Bird hurries in to the huddle, let his team know. 15 on the play clock. Cats still have plenty of time to get this one off. Wide receiver flank left side, 2 to the right side. Shotgun formation off to his left in the backfield. Bowers next to Bird. And Bird this time fakes the handoff and going to throw it out in the flats. Again, another dangerous pass right there by Bird. He just kind of floats it out there, and Bowers not even looking for it, and it's going to be a turnover. Well, not a turnover and downs, a punt coming up for the Cats from their own 20-yard line. So 4th down coming up. Bird stands in the shadow of his own end zone at about his own penalty right there on that return. And now they don't have quite as good field position. At least the interception will stand. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers set to the left side, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Bird. Has Reynolds with him in the backfield this time. And it looks like they're going to try to flare out. No, they're going to go right over the middle. Poisel in stride to the 5, into the 2, tackled from behind. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Tackled from behind right there by Peyton Klaus, saving the touchdown. And a big reception by the tight end Poisel just right over the seam with that one. Brings up a 1st and goal. Cats at about the 4-yard line. So a good open field tackle right there on the big tight end by Peyton Klaus saves the touchdown, but the Cats are knocking on the door again. They're going to go back to the split back veer. Bird going to be under center, 2 wide receiver set left side. Split backs in the backfield. Reynolds and Bowers. They're going to go right up the middle for Bowers, and Bowers going to barrel his way inside the 2 to about the 1. Going to bring up 2nd and goal with about 3:35 and counting here in the first half of this one. Cats with a 14-0 lead, looking to make it 21-0 as clock rolls here in the second quarter. McCleve and Knowles flanked out left side, split backs in the backfield. To the left in the backfield is Bowers. To the right is Reynolds. And this time Bird going to call his own number, and he's got 6. And the Cats make it a 20-0 lead with 3:10 to go here in the first half of this one. So big play offense for the Cats tonight. They've got a 74-yard pass and catch from Bird to Davis. They have a big 20-plus yard play to their tight end Poisel and a 68-yard run by Isaiah Patrick. And there's the kick. It is up. It is good, and the Cats lead 21-0. You're watching high school football on 4Ts.com. We'll be right back after this.
The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
All right, welcome back. 3:10 to go here, first half. Cats now lead 21-0 over the Oak Grove Panthers with 3:10 to go here in the first half of this one. So Sonas set to kick it off left to right here from his own 40. It's a run and start from about the 30. And a little end over end kick, going to drop it about the 30. Cats almost caught that on the near sideline as Laughlin coming down the sideline after that one. And it'll be Oak Grove ball, I believe, at their own 40 to start this drive as it went out of bounds. And Laughlin almost able to slap it in bounds to keep it in bounds. But nevertheless, it'll be a penalty, and it'll push it up to the 40-yard line, and that's where Oak Grove will start this possession. Oh, it goes to the 35, so not really much of a penalty there for the Cats. 3:10 to go here, first half of this one. Shotgun for Aldhouse, and he has had no time to throw, and again, no time. Isaiah Patrick slaps that one down, makes it a 2nd down and 10. As that Cat defensive front is starting to wear on the Oak Grove line, getting in the backfield. The last couple of series we've seen Aldhouse in more exclusive shotgun formation looks.
And that's the only the second pass he's got off, but he's dropped back probably half a dozen times. The other times he's been sacked or been running for his life. So, I mean, they've almost thrown a little more than half the times than they've thrown all season.
So Tyler Hunter flanked out to the near sideline, and he's been their main threat, receiving 4 receptions, 167 yards. And this time they're going to go right up the middle with Jackson, and Jackson going to get close to a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about a yard for the Panthers, so they're able to get something out of that 2nd down and 3rd and a yard here. And if you're Oak Grove, you'd like to get a drive going here before half. Even if you couldn't score in this situation, you'd like to get a drive going, give your offense a little bit of confidence going into halftime. Last thing you want in a situation on a 3rd and short is to force this into a 4th and 5 or 6 where you have to punt again. The ball at their own 44-yard line, 2:34 to go here in the first half of this one. And tight formation up the middle they go. They're going to get the first down and then some, but the ball on the turf, and the Cats try to pick it up. Bowers got it, and it'll be a turnover for the Cats. And right there, that's not where you fault a kid. Jackson's just trying to get extra yardage right there. We've seen it happen a couple of weeks ago to Jasper Davis on Harrisonville. He had a 35, 40-yard pass completion, trying to make a couple extra yards and turned it over. For the Cats, it's good news. It's 21-0, 2:18 to go here in the first half. They got plenty of time to get into the end zone again before the half. So they'll have it from their own 45. So Bowers now with a fumble recovery and an interception here in the game on defense. We talk about him a lot offensively. He's been 2 turnovers for Bowers here tonight. And here comes the Wildcat offense out on the field. Bird going to go out of the shotgun formation. 5 seconds on the play clock. Cats are going to have to hurry to the line. And Bird calls a timeout. Does not get it off. So the Cats have to call a timeout there as they were late coming over from the side. No, they did not give them the timeout. They called a 5-yard penalty and a delay of game. So instead, it'll be Cats ball, first and nope. I was looking at the far side as the officials had marked it back to the 40, but instead it will be a timeout granted for the Cats. So 2:18 to go here in the first half. Cats lead 21-0. You're listening to High School Football on 4Ts.com.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, behind the high school, and we're at Panther Field here as we are set for action. It'll be first and 10 Cats from their own 45, 2:18 to go first half, 21-0 our score. Cats with the lead and the ball after a turnover, a fumble recovery by Joe Bowers after Jake Jackson put it on the turf. Shotgun formation, they're going to go in motion. This time they don't go to Reynolds, and Bird looking to pass. Nowhere to go. He's going to have to roll out. He does. Jackson chasing him, and Bird's got some running room inside the 45 to the 40 down the sideline, and there's 2 or 3 flags rolling in at about the 35-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. It could possibly still be a first down. If not, it'll be like first and 1, something you don't hear very often. So we will see where they mark it from here. So they're going to mark it from the 35. So I believe it'll still be enough for a first down, but it'll be first and 10 at the 45. So we'll wait, and they do move it, so it will be a first down. A first down brought to you by Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. So first and 10 to the 45 of Oak Grove. Shotgun formation for the Cats. 3 wide receivers set right side, 1 to the near side. With 2:05 to go here in the first half. And again, we're going to have a conference with officials over on the far side as we try to get rocking and rolling. We've had a couple of those tonight that have taken multiple minutes. Anytime I see that, I usually peek over into the press box and see if one of the Misha State head officials was in there monitoring the ball game, because that's usually when it happens. So shotgun formation. Bird in the backfield has Bowers next to him with 3 wide receivers out to the near side. And Bird going to look out that way. Has his man and in and out of the hands of Laughlin down at about the 35-yard line. Maybe led him just a little bit too much. Laughlin able to get a glove on it, just not quite pull it in. Brings up a second down for the Cats with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. I kind of like this setup. I need to remember, Jerry's got the computer going back here, so we're about 30-second difference. So I could always turn around and look for a replay. There we go. We'll have to check that out from here on out. Shotgun formation again, second down and 10 from the Oak Grove 45-yard line. Bird back to pass. He has his man in stride. Knowles to the 30, 25, 20. Cuts a defender to the 15, 10. No, that's Davis, and he gets it to the house for a touchdown, and then there's a flag comes in after. I don't know if it was after he was in the end zone or awful late. I saw the flag come flying after Davis was into the end zone. I'm going to say it was a block in the back, so again, another big play. And guess what? The Cats have a penalty. So that'll take it from the 19 to about the 29. It will be good enough for another first down. It'll instead be a 16-yard gain in what would have been a 45-yard touchdown play to Jasper Davis. So it'll be first and 10 Cats from the Oak Grove 29-yard line, 1:48 to go. And my initial thought was that was an awful late flag, as I was watching for flags after Davis got in the end zone, and then it come flying out. 3 wide receivers set to the near side, shotgun formation again for Bird. Ball at the 29 of Oak Grove. And this time they're going to go up the middle with Bowers, and Bowers gets maybe a yard. They're going to mark him at about, I believe, the line of scrimmage there. There'll be no gain. It'll bring up second down and 10 with 1:35 and counting here in the first half of this one. Second down coming up for the Cats. Davis going to be flanked out far side all alone. 2 wide receivers set to the near side in tight on the right side. They're looking for Davis. Davis out, goes back and gets it, and undercut at about the 18-yard line. Another good open field tackle out there by Riley Mills. And he has been money on those open field tackles tonight. That's 3, I can count off the top of my head, that he prevented big plays from, but it'll be a first down Cats with 1 minute to go here in the half, and the ball inside the red zone at about the 18-yard line. And they're going to throw it out in the flats. They have their man 10 to the 5, almost to the end zone and out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Nick Laughlin with the reception. 17-yard gain by the Wildcats, and Laughlin down to the 1-yard line. And the Cats going to try to punch it in here with 49.3 seconds to go. Got to imagine they're going to roll it back to the good old split back veer. And sure enough, they do. It'll be Bowers and Reynolds in the backfield and Laughlin. And the Cats a penalty here. Too many men in the huddle as Laughlin comes off the field. Didn't realize he wasn't supposed to be in there. So now it'll be first and goal from the 6. So changes up your play calling a little bit here. But if you're the Wildcats, you know what? If it takes you a couple of plays to get in the end zone here, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're up 21-0. There's 49.3 seconds to go here in the first half of play, Gary. You know, get it to the 2 the first time, then punch it in with about 15-ish seconds left. You'd take that as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, really, the more time off the clock, the better at this point in time.
So 49.3 to go. Under center is Bird. He's got his running backs in the backfield, split back veer, wide receiver out left side. And Bird looks to throw it instead, and he's got his man for a touchdown. Colby Knowles, a little slant pattern for the touchdown. Instead, we'll just take 2 seconds off the clock and make it 27-0 as Colby Knowles now with the touchdown for the Cats. And that is the 4th different Wildcat to score in that ball game. A 68-yard run by Patrick, a Bowers 5-yard run, Bird 1-yard run, and a 6-yard slant to Knowles. There's the kick. It is up. It is good, and the Cats lead 28-0 in this one. So Harrisonville looking good. Your Tire's touchdown to the pavement is important, so don't get let down. Go see William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center today. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center. We'll be right back.
Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional-friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436.
All right, back here in Oak Grove, Cats lead 28-0, 46 seconds to go before the half. Sassona's set to kick it from his own 40, left to right we go. And here's a kick, high end over end kick, going to be taken about the 15 by the Panthers up to the 25-yard line and hammered at about the 27-yard line. A couple of different Wildcats in on that one. It looked like Trevor Campbell lowering the boom on that one, and that could be one of our spine-tingling hit of the games, brought to you by Absolute Health Chiropractic in Harrisonville. So maybe look for that after the game as one of our Absolute Health Chiropractic spine-tingling hits of the game. So with 40.8 to go here in the first half of this one, Oak Grove brings its team out to the field. Aldhouse going to be in that shotgun formation, going to spread it out here. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And Aldhouse going to try to quick throw and gets it off and gets his man to the 40, past the 40 to the 42-yard line. And Jackson Crowley tried to take the ball away. They're going to say he was down on the ground, and it was down. It'll be a first down for the Panthers up to the 41-yard line with 33.4 to go. Hit his man on the near side. Tyler Hunter brings a first down. And you almost wonder in a situation like that, though, if coach changes his mind on what he wants to do the rest of this half, you don't get a scoop and score here by the Wildcats. And now Oak Grove going to talk it over with 22.6 seconds to go here in the half. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school football, 4Ts.com.
Upcycled Orchard Pumpkin Patch opens this weekend. Pumpkin Patch, hay rides, corn maze, bounce house, pumpkin bowling, corn wagon, apple lunch, s'mores fire pit, cider donuts, cider slushies, mums, and all your fall decorating needs. We also have You Pick Apples. Patch activities are open Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 12 to 4. Our shop, pre-picked pumpkins, and apples are open during the week, Wednesday through Friday too. Located at the corner of South 7 Highway and Kaufman Road. Special groups can call and schedule during the week. Check us out on Facebook or call 816-925-0404.
All right, ball at their own 41-yard line. Oak Grove going to be in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Extra back in the backfield. Looks like Jackson back there for a little bit extra protection. And Aldhouse running for his life as the Cats scramble for him. And that one looks like it should be intentional grounding. Didn't look like it got anywhere near a receiver or to the line of scrimmage with 17.1 seconds to go. No flag, though. Brings up second down and 10 with 17.1 to go here in the first half of this one. A little sprint up the line, a little waterfall up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. And Aldhouse looking to throw. He throws it out in the flats. Has a man incomplete with 13.2 to go. Hit him right in the hands on the near sideline. It was 87 Cameron Keith. And it brings up third down and 10 for Oak Grove from their own 41 with 13.2 seconds to go. So Batiste with the coverage on the near side. Drop pass now. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. 2 wide receivers to your left, 2 to your right. Shotgun for Aldhouse and nowhere to go. Aldhouse had Clary in his back pocket. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run and forced out of bounds up near midfield as Wallen comes over for the stop. And it'll bring up fourth down and about a yard with 5.6 seconds to go. See what Oak Grove elects to do here before the half. So 4th and 1 coming up, 5.6 seconds to go. First down not going to really do you any good in this situation. So you got to think they're going to try to air it out and chuck it deep. And Aldhouse again being chased, and he's hit hard. And down the sideline they go, overthrow everybody. Wallen hammered him, but that's good sportsmanship right there. Wallen laid him out, helped him back up. We go to the half. Cats lead 28-0. We're going to take a timeout here, and we'll be back with our halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex.
while sitting here watching the Wildcats turn your oven to 425 degrees and run to Papa Murphy's to get a game day pizza. Papa Murphy's is the best stop for a pizza in Harrisonville, from regular pepperoni to one of their specialty pizzas like the Cowboy Pizza that has everyone's taste buds covered. Watching that figured, they also have you covered with Delight pizzas and an assortment of salads as well. Nothing goes better with football than a hot pizza, so get out to Papa Murphy's and treat your taste buds to love at 425 degrees.
Is your car making an annoying squeal? Air conditioner sweating you out with the August heat? Then it's time to give Darren and Robert a call over at Greg's Wheel Alignment and Brake Service. Greg's Wheel Alignment has been in town for 50 years and will give you professional service at a fair price. So the next time you hear an untimely noise or simply need an oil change, call Greg's at 816-380-3384. Carol Looney and the staff at American Heritage has been where Harrisonville's turned since 1981 for their dream homes. Carol and her staff will make sure you find the house that's right for you and your budget. They will make sure schools are right for the kids as well. Go see the team that goes the extra mile for you, located next to Sonic at 1000 South Commercial, or call 816-380-6161, or visit the website at americanheritage-realtors.com.
Back to school means new hours at the vault. Every Tuesday through Thursday, 3 to 6 p.m. Whether you're playing games or just hanging out with your friends or taking advantage of the free tutoring, the Vault is a safe place to help students move forward. We're also inviting students and their families to the Vault for every away game this football season. Come watch your Wildcats on the big screens and hang out with your friends. Check us out on Facebook for more information and upcoming events at the Vault.
A bad tire can ruin someone's day in a heartbeat, so don't trust your tires to just anyone. Let William at Young's Tire and Wheel Center get you rolling down the road with safety and peace of mind. With their tire warranty and free rotations, they make sure you're well taken care of. So whether it's a spare or a new set of 4 tires, Young's will get you safely to that next Wildcat away game. Act soon and you may be eligible to up to $100 in rebates with certain hand-cooked tires. Go see William today right across the road from the Garage Burgers and Brew on Commercial.
Need a haircut, highlight, beauty supplies, nails done? Good news, Harrisonville has your one stop to answer all these questions. Salon 114 on the west side of the historic Harrisonville Square is a full-service salon with cuts, colors, curls, conditioners, and nails. There is no reason to make multiple appointments and stops. Just go see Amy and her girls and get it all done at once. Salon 114 is proud to sponsor Wildcat Athletics and the Wildcat Cheerleaders Spirit Spotlight.
Hello and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. Your Wildcats lead at 28-0 at the half of this one. Time for our halftime show, brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit. With a truck stop full of snacks and eats and gas, a Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine jolt, Apple Barrel Restaurant for a sit-down meal, or the Service Center for an oil change, they have you covered. Cats lead at 28-0 at halftime. 2 stories to me in the first half. Big play offense by the Wildcats, and again, penalties by the Wildcats. It's 28-0. I feel like it could easily be 35 or 42-0. A couple of those penalties at times just killed drives, did things like that. I mean, the Cats look good offensively with the big play offense, but they also need to tighten it up on that line as they haven't given their running backs a lot. A lot of this has been through the air, and, of course, we'll get to Gary in a couple of minutes when we start talking about things that happened here in the first half. It's time for our bright spot, talking about bright futures, brought to you by our good friends at Schroeder Chiropractic off of the historic Harrisonville Square. They're now collecting non-perishable food items for the local food pantry. The drive will run through the month of October. Look for their entry in the Burnt District Festival Parade, which is a partnership between Bright Futures and Kurzweil Country Meats. And also, be a fan of Bright Futures on Facebook. Like our page and stay up to date with all our opportunities and needs. It's great program in Harrisonville. They had over 2,000 new pairs of socks and underwear that they collected for their drive that was last week. That's something they always need, but they were able to collect over 2,000 as they had a competition with the Pleasant Hill Roosters, and they were able to outgain them, I believe, 2,000 to like 300. So a great job by the Wildcats. Our Spirit Spotlight brought to you by our great friends at Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square. Your one-stop shop for beauty in Harrisonville is Salon 114. And our cheerleader this week, Erin Lamberts. Erin is the daughter of Tracy Lamberts and Kathy Lamberts. This is Erin's 3rd year as an HHS cheerleader. Her favorite thing about being a cheerleader is cheering on all of our sports teams and being able to cheer with some of her best friends. Erin's favorite teacher is Mrs. Ellsworth because she never gave up on her and always pushed her to do her very best. Erin's coaches love Erin's positive attitude. No matter what kind of day she is having, Erin comes to the game and practices with a smile on her face and a go-get-'em attitude, which spreads to the rest of the team. That is our Spirit Spotlight, brought to you by Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square, your one-stop shop for beauty in Harrisonville. And speaking of Salon 114, I know I don't have a lot of hair left, but myself and Braxton got our hair cut on Tuesday, and Amy Setzer, who cuts our hair, I've got to give a shout-out to her husband, who was there, Dennis, on a Tuesday as Braxton and I got our haircut. Collins was running around like crazy in there, grabbing all the shampoo bottles and kept taking them out, and he kept having to put them up. So I want to give them a shout out for putting up with Collins for a couple of extra minutes while Braxton and I got our haircut. Angela went and got her hair done on Wednesday. So that's where our stop for beauty is at, and that's at Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square. I'm going to bring Gary in, and Gary run down some statistics for us here, and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. We got a little bit to talk about a little bit later, the soccer team as well. But, Gary, let's talk some football right now.
Well, statistically, it doesn't look like Harrisonville football. They've almost got 200 yards passing, and they've only got 126 yards rushing. And really, I mean, the leading rusher is Isaiah Patrick on that 68-yard touchdown run that he had in the first, and but the rest of it is passing. And so with 200 yards passing and about a little over 100 and a quarter rushing, we've got 325 yards total yards, and compared to only 74 for Oak Grove. And so I think that is a big story. I mean, I love that. I've always wanted to see more passing because I think it does do a lot for the rushing game. But the other big thing is, and I'm not implying anything when I say this, but we've got 8 penalties for 70 yards. Oak Grove has 0 penalties for 0 yards. And when you said on that last penalty, you said it came in awful late. I was watching the play. We were in the end zone before it even came out of the pocket. That's all I'm saying.
And that was my thought on that as well, is that I mean, that one of the things I do as obviously a broadcaster, you look when you talk about a touchdown, first thing you look back is on the field, and at the time when he was into the end zone there wasn't, and then it came in. You know what? Maybe he had trouble getting it out of his pocket. You never know. So bottom line is you're up 28-0 at the half, but you've got to still cut down on those penalties, and that's been an Achilles heel of Harrisonville all year. And going forward, like I talked about in the pregame show, you cannot have those penalties, because in a district game, that one penalty or that one possession can be the difference of playing another week or going home for the season. So it's something they got to work on. It comes and goes, it seems, with this team. The other thing I'd like to see is them to – I mean, they know they can pass right now, and they feel like they can pass pretty confidently on this team. Ryan's made some good balls. That slant throw on the touchdown, it's not an easy pass for any quarterback to make. It is nice to have a Jasper Davis on your team. You just chuck it down there and say, Jasper, catch this for me. And, you know, I like the mix-up. They put Isaiah Patrick in the backfield thinking, oh, this guy hasn't ran the ball all season long. What happens? 1 carry, 68 yards, and a touchdown. But the problem with that is half of their yardage came on that one play by Isaiah Patrick. You'd like to see them get some long, sustained drives in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about, like you said, half the rushing yards came in one play. But Bird is 9 for 13 for almost 200 yards. And he's thrown the ball where it needed to be thrown. Sometimes it was behind him, and I think that was somewhat intentional because of the way the coverage was. And so, I mean, I think he's done a wonderful job in passing. That's the reason we got 200 yards passing. And, leading the way receiving is Jasper with 4 catches, 129 yards. Then you've got Bowers with 1 catch at 11. And then you've also got Laughlin with 2 catches for 23 yards. And then the other touchdown with, it wasn't a touchdown, but Poisel caught the 33-yard pass. So, I mean.
The good news is it's not, we talk about Jasper a lot offensively and what he can do as a receiver, but he's not the only one making the plays. Poisel had a big catch. Knowles had a touchdown catch. Laughlin's had a couple of big ones. He just missed another second or third down conversion. It was just off his fingertips. So the only 2 bad throws all night was the one screen pass to Bowers that went over his head that just kind of fluttered out there, and then the very first pass he had of the ball game that went right in the hands of the defender. And it just, you know what? You raised a quarterback, sometimes the ball just sails on you when you go and throw it, and that's what happened. I mean, that was a clear sailed over Bowers' head, and it just right into the defender. It almost looked like he threw it right to him, but the thing was it just sailed on him and went right into the defender.
Well, sometimes it takes a few plays to get into the game, and that was right at the beginning of the game. And so you still got a lot of times the butterflies and stuff. And so, yeah, that can happen. But what has happened is he's come back, and since that, he's been 9 for 12. So, I mean, you can't ask anything better than that.
Absolutely.
So, really excited about it. The first drive was an interception, then punt. Then you had two TDs, a punt, and then 2 TDs. So, being up 28 to nothing is great. Being on the road at Oak Grove.
Yeah, you'll take a 28-0. That's our job, kind of pick it apart. Hey, that's what we need to do different. Bottom line, they got a 28-0 lead at half. They're going to try to build on it, start second half. And I'm going to take a quick second. We're going to talk about our soccer seconds. The record keeps climbing, and the ranking does as well. The Harrisonville boys soccer team is now 18-1 on the season, 7-0 in the MRVC. They had big wins over Grain Valley and Pleasant Hill this week. They beat Grain Valley 1-0 at home, and then they drubbed rival Pleasant Hill. Anytime you can beat Pleasant Hill in anything, you'll take it. There was a 9-0 win on that. They've vaulted in the state rankings, number 10 in Class 3 now in the state rankings in soccer. District's coming up in a couple of weeks in Belton, and we may do a little bit of conversation about maybe broadcasting some district soccer, as we paid our Misha affiliate fee this week, and we are free to broadcast anything we want besides the state championship game. So we may do that. They finished the home portion of their season Tuesday night against Oak Grove. I really kind of encourage everybody to go out there and support them. I mean, they're 18-1, possibly can be 19-1. They're state ranked. Chance they could make a run in the state playoffs. Only 4 teams in their district. You got sectional quarterfinal after that. So we'll see what happens. But let's try to get out there, get a big crowd for them on Tuesday night as the soccer team plays Oak Grove at home on senior night. Soccer team 10th in the state, 18-1 overall. Those are your soccer seconds, brought to our good friends again at Schroeder Chiropractic on right off of the Harrisonville Square next to Brick House Coffee. So we're going to take another timeout, and we'll be back with some thoughts before our second half in just a couple of minutes.
What is the number one thing people look for when buying a used car? Trust. If you can't trust the person you buy your vehicle from, you can end up with a lemon. Steve Holland at Holland Auto Sales has been Harrisonville's trusted name for used cars since 1984. That's over 30 years in business, earning your trust and giving you confidence that he will be around for your family for years to come. Next time you're in the market for a vehicle, think about the used car dealer that has been around longer than any other. Holland Auto Sales on Commercial, just past Price Chopper.
Harrisonville Wildcats post-game headquarters, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House, is open late to feed your hunger after every Wildcat win, home or away. No matter if it's appetizers to dissect the game or a full meal to celebrate, Forged by Fire is your stop. Try some fried pickles or wings, fill up on the half-pound Boss Burger, or go all out with a hand-cut, made-to-order 16-ounce Kansas City strip. After tonight's game, go to the Harrisonville's premier sit-down restaurant, Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House in the Price Chopper Shopping Center.
Why spend hours and hours scouring the internet looking for the best insurance prices when Stafford and Stafford Insurance can do it for you? They have over 40 employees and agents working for you and your family to match you with the right insurances to have you covered. No matter if it's auto, business, health, life, or home insurance, they will match you with what best fits you and your budget. So stop working so hard and work smart. Give Stafford and Stafford Insurance a call at 816-884-4800 and take the work out of insurance.
Free donuts. Yep, that's right. Fuel up at Sapp Brothers Truck Stop and get a free donut. If donuts are not your thing, wait, what someone doesn't like donuts? Anyway, they do have a full menu of lattes, hot and iced coffees for that caffeine jolt you may need in the early mornings, afternoon pick-me-ups, or late-night work. Bring the kids 12 and under in on Thursdays from 3 to 5 for the Build Your Donut Night. At Dunkin' Donuts, located inside the new Sapp Brothers Truck Stop on the Highway 7 exit, there's a little something for the whole family and convenience to boot with a drive-thru and open 24 hours.
There is only one wireless hotspot 4Ts and CBK Broadcasting Trust. That is a hotspot from the cell-only Verizon wireless store in Harrisonville. With easy access in the Price Chopper Shopping Center, they are there to answer any questions you may have. Right now, come in and get a free Samsung tablet, discount bundles, and contract buyouts from any other carrier. If that wasn't enough, if you come in and mention this ad, get 15% off your purchase. Run out and see them today at Cell-Only Verizon Wireless.
Harrisonville's newest paper is your best place for area news and coverage of Harrisonville sports. Dedicated to giving you the stories that are at the heart of the community and business profiles so you can get to know local businesses, they are becoming Harrisonville's go-to news source. With distribution at several local businesses and with subscriptions available, get your hands on Harrisonville's hottest commodity, a copy of the Harrisonville Star, today.
Now with 2 locations in Harrisonville and Belton, your premier pre-owned dealers at Show Me Auto Mall have made buying a car, truck, or SUV even easier. The crew at Show Me Auto Mall wants to make sure you experience hassle-free sales with premier pre-owned cars. With the Show Me Edge warranty, you have a peace of mind that Show Me will take care of you. So when you're in the market for a vehicle, go experience the Show Me difference in Harrisonville across from Walmart or the new location in Belton across from Chipotle.
Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville takes the hassle out of buying home appliances. They will save you time and money and give you the same selection as the marts up in the city. So instead of spending hours driving north searching for a great deal, go see the crew at Troby's right here in Harrisonville and get friendly hometown service at affordable prices. With 3 generations of Troby's helping, it's a true hometown business, happy to make you feel like part of the family. Go see them today on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
From small jobs like an oil change or big ones like fixing a transmission, Young's Auto Repair will get you back up and running in no time. A knowledgeable, friendly staff with a family raised in Harrisonville, Michelle and William know small-town friendly service and good craftsmanship is the key to keeping customers happy and coming back again. So next time you need a tune-up or an alignment with their state-of-the-art alignment machine, give Young's a call at 816-380-6008 or stop in and visit them at 1312 South Commercial, right next to Santa Fe Glass.
Welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. Sorry, you probably heard a little dead air there as I was trying to choke down my airhead to get all the popcorn out of my mouth. 28-0 our score at the half. You've been listening to the halftime show brought to you by the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop Complex on South Highway 7 exit. Truck stop full of snacks, eats, and gas. Dunkin' Donuts for a caffeine joke. Apple Barrel Restaurant for a sit-down meal at the service center for an oil change. They have you covered. Gary, second half, key to the second half for me, cut down the penalties, get a couple of quick scores, and get out of here quickly with a victory.
If we can get 7 after we stop them on the first series, then get the clock running, obviously. Get a running clock. That will be a benefit. and work on some things. Though that's an opportunity for us to get the younger players in, get some time in while the clock's running, kind of like we did last week. You get those weeks when you can get that, and that was really a benefit for your program going forward.
So we'll see what happens. It's 28-0. The officials are going to talk it over as we get ready for second half action here.
Also, I want to make a shout out to Kevin and Robin Tiemann. They met up with me this week and asked me a few questions and kind of made fun of me and my talking. So this is a shout out to you all. And Robin, I got an answer to your question, and I will give you that answer when I see you this week.
And to let them know, I will always defend anybody that puts a microphone and headset on. It isn't as easy as it may seem.
Oh, but it's fun to be here with you.
It is a blast. You know, I've been doing it for 13 years, love to do it, and it's kind of something I've always liked to do. And, yeah, you know, if ESPN came calling one day, it'd be kind of hard to turn it down. But, you know, I'm going back to school to become a teacher, an educator, maybe coach a little bit as well. So 12 minutes on the clock as we set for third quarter action. Cats going to kick it from right to left. And they kick it deep and through the end zone it goes. And Oak Grove going to start at their own 20-yard line, going left to right here to start the second half. If you're just joining us, Oak Grove in their black tops, black bottoms, black helmet with the orange numbers and letters, and the orange OG on the helmet. Cats in their white tops, black numbers with a blue outline, black pants, blue and white stripe down the side, blue helmets. As we are set for action, here comes Althouse and Company. And the official.
Well, as they continue to do this, I was going to tell you while we were talking before the game how much, when Zach was playing, how much he enjoyed going home and he'd get out of the car and come in and start listening to the game all over again.
I'm glad that somebody's listening at some point in time. They're going to get to the outside, nowhere to go. Cats all over it in the backfield on that one. Joe Bowers, the first one to get in there. Jackson Crowley as well as Wallen, and it'll be a loss of a couple for Oak Grove, and it'll bring up second down and long. Try to get it to the outside, kick it out that way to Klaus, and they could not get anything going. Brings up a second down, about 12 for Oak Grove from about their own 18-yard line. Run up to the line of scrimmage here. Try to get to the outside again. Nope, stick it up the middle. And nowhere to go. Looks like the Cats had a chance at the ball. And it looked like they came out of there with it. It looked like Ben Clary came out of the pile with it. But it'll be a gain of about 3, it looks like. Going to bring up third down, make it 4. Be third down and 8 coming up for the Panthers. 11:08 to go here, third quarter. House play to his team. A wide receiver flanked to the near side here. Under center is Althouse. And he's going to fake to everybody and then try to bring it around the end on his own. Cuts back, nowhere to go. Met at the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Patrick lays the wood. And another possible spine-tingling hit of the game brought to you by our good friends at Absolute Health Chiropractic. Good hit by Patrick there. Brings up fourth down and about 8. And Oak Grove going to have to punt it away. 10:20 to go. Here in the third quarter, Cat's going to get it and get it in good field position. Althouse stands shadow of his own end zone, about his own 6 or 7 yard line. Laughlin Davis stand back on their Oak Grove side of the field at about the Oak Grove 45, 47, 48 yard line as they move back a little bit. And here comes the kick. High end over end kick, and Cat's going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll dead at about the 45 yard line. And that's where the Cats will take over at their own 45. See if they give them the little scoop on that one. So it'll be Cats ball for their first drive, short field here. 9:51 to go here in the third quarter. And Cats will have it right at the 45-yard line to start this drive. So 1st and 10 from their own 45 as we go to action here in the third quarter. 9:51 to go third quarter. Cats lead it 28-0. Split back veer formation. Reynolds and Bowers in the backfield. Under center is Bird. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver to the right. And this time they go right up the middle with it. And nowhere to go. Right to the line of scrimmage is all they're going to get with Reynolds. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. So Gary talked about it at halftime. The passing game has been there for the Cats. Over 200, almost 200 yards passing for the Cats. Only 125 yards running the ball, 68 of that coming on one play. McCleve flanked out left side, right side is Knowles. Split backs in the backfield. Bird this time going to keep it himself. Finds a little seam, gets about 7 or 8 up to the Oak Grove side of the field. They're going to mark him down at the 47-yard line of the Panthers, and it'll bring up 3rd and a pair. So 3rd and a pair here for the Cats, the 47 of the Panthers. Bird gets the play from the sideline. Going to have Knowles again flanked out to his right side. McCleve to the near side, and the split backs in the backfield. Bird under center on 3rd and 2. And Bird looking to pass, throws it out in the flats, has his man Knowles. And Knowles is going to have enough for a 1st down up to about the 42-yard line before forward progress was stopped. And it'll be a 1st down brought to you by our good friends at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center in Harrisonville. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Down to the Oak Grove 42-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cats. 28-0 our score, 8:29 to go here in the third quarter of this one. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver right, split backs. Bird right up the middle, he goes Bowers, and Bowers inside the 40 to the 38 and wrapped up and taken down. Joey Lewis on the stop for the Panthers brings up 2nd down and about 7 for the Cats inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Bird brings the play in again from the sideline. McCleve to the left, Knowles to the right, split backs in the backfield. Bird. This time he's going to keep it himself, pitches it back for Reynolds. Reynolds got all day to run to the 30, cuts inside and tripped up inside the 25, down to the 20-yard line. And again, Riley Mills, an open field tackle, saving a touchdown. His 4th big open field tackle of the ball game. 1st and 10 down to the 19-yard line. As the Cats trying to get in the end zone again here. So 1st and 10 at the 19. McCleve, Knowles, the wide receiver, still with the split backs in the backfield. This time Bird goes up the middle with it, a couple of yards for Reynolds, and that'll be it. Bring up a 2nd down. They're going to give him maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 18-yard line. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball at the 18-yard line. 4th quarter action. Green Valley leads 20-12 over Excelsior Springs. So that's a game of interest for the Wildcats. Wide receiver left, wide receiver right, split backs in the backfield. Bird this time pitches it back for Bowers. Bowers tries to get to the outside, goes around the outside of the 10-5 to the house. Joe Bowers, a touchdown run. Looking for any flags. I don't see him, and that will be a touchdown run for Bowers, 18 yards. And it's a 34-0 score with 6:46 to go here in the third quarter of this one. Extra point coming up. Odessa up 20-6 on Pleasant Hill. Kick is up. Kick is good. And the Cats lead it 35-0 with 6:46 to go here in the third quarter of this one. That touchdown brought to you by our friends at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. The tires touchdown on the pavement is important to your vehicle, so don't get left stranded. Go see Young's Tire and Wheel Center today. We'll be right back.
Friendly faces and bright smiles greet you every time you walk into one of the 4 Sherwood Community Bank locations in Creighton, Urick, Garden City, or Harrisonville. A full-service bank with new internet banking options to track your accounts and many loan options. That makes Sherwood Community Bank Harrisonville's premier bank. They are the only locally owned bank, and you know your neighbors are taking care of you and your assets. When it's time for a new bank account or a loan for a home or car, think local and think Sherwood Community Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back. Here comes the kick from Sasonas. Another high end over end kick through the end zone. It goes. That wind really whipping at the back of the Wildcats right here. And Sasonas puts it through the end zone. And with 6:46 to go in the third, 35-0.
And that's what the doctor ordered. Now get the running clock and get to play hopefully some players that don't normally get to get in on Friday night.
We will see how it rolls here. 6:46 to go here, third quarter. Here comes Oldhouse and company out on the field. Wide receiver flanked near side is Foster. Oldhouse going to be in the shotgun formation. Going to move a man out is Jackson, and Oldhouse going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. Cats eat that one up. Wallen in there along with Cruz. And down goes Oldhouse, and it brings up second down at about 12 with 6:30 in the third. So 6.5 minutes to go here in the third. Cats lead at 35-0. Oak Grove flanked out far side to the left side. Split backs in the backfield. Oldhouse under center. And this time they're going to power it right up the middle again. Nick Cruz all over that one. Takes the defender down, or takes the running back down. That was Jake Jackson. Nowhere to go. Helmet pops off, and he's going to have to come out for a play. Brings up third down. So third down and long for the Panthers here. 5:55 to go. 35-0 our score. Bring the team to the line of scrimmage here on third and long. Oldhouse going to go out of the shotgun formation. Has extra protection with him in the backfield. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. And a whistle and a timeout called by Harrisonville here on third down and long with 5:34 to go in the third. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching high school football on 4Ts.com.
Harrisonville's newest restaurant is located on the 7 Highway exit at the new Sapp Brothers truck stop. Apple Barrel will make your mom smile with daily specials, a home-cooked feel, breakfast served all day, and a breakfast buffet from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday. Next time you need a good home-cooked meal, come out and see the friendly faces and taste the great food at the Apple Barrel, located inside the new Sapp Brothers truck stop, open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily.
All right, welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. 35-0 our score at 5:34 to go here in the third quarter of this one. Third and long coming up for the Panthers. Going out of the shotgun set, 2 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Oldhouse in the backfield, ready for this one. The official gets out of there. They will set the ball. The clock will start on the snap. And Oldhouse, this one goes over his head and down to about the 5. He dribbles it off of the turf, chucks it back the other way and out of bounds. And it'll bring up fourth down, and that one, it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Oak Grove for too many men down, or legal man downfield. So they'll decline that one, and Oak Grove going to have to punt with 5:27 to go. Clock is stopped. There, the clock rolls now. 5:22 to go. Cats standing about midfield to return this one. 35-0 our score. And Aldhouse is going to get the punt off. There's a low punt. Going to roll at about the 45 and get close to midfield, and that's where it'll roll dead right on the midfield stripe. And that's where the Cats will have it with 5:06 to go here in the third quarter. So 35-0 our score. Cats bring their team out here. We'll see if they start mixing and matching different players here up by 35 or not. Like with the first string coming out this time. Does actually look like it'll be Reynolds and Crowley, Carson Crowley in the backfield for the Cats. It'll be Bird under center here. And they're going to pitch it back. No, Bird keeps it himself. He's got a running lane to the 40. Can he outrun everybody to the 30, to the 20? Bird picking up steam to the house. Ryan Bird, 50 yards out, make it 41-0. Bird just kept the option there, didn't pitch it back and took off, and he goes to the house for 6, and it's 41-0 Wildcats. Extra point coming up. So a 50-yard touchdown run by Ryan Bird. And it is 41-0 Harrisonville, 4:16 to go. Jackson Crowley going to kick it through this time. Kick is up and no good, and it remains 41-0. So we'll take a timeout. Cats lead 41-0. That touchdown brought to you by Young's Tire and Wheel Center.
Treatment for minor aches and pains starts with a family atmosphere at Schroeder Chiropractic. They want to get to know you and find the best treatment solutions. The family atmosphere in over a decade in Harrisonville, Dr. Schroeder and Dr. Sharp give residents peace of mind that when the aches and pains are too much, they can come in and join the family at Schroeder Chiropractic next to the Brick House Coffee Bar and Eatery right off the historic Harrisonville Square.
Welcome back. 4:16 to go here in the third, and the Cats kick it away. Little squib kick up the middle, taken by Oak Grove at the 35 up to the 40. They're going to go with it. Joey Lewis with the return up to the 40-yard line. Ready, 1st and 10, Oak Grove from their own 40. Pull this roster out here because I got a feeling I'm going to start needing it before long. So ball at their own 40. Oak Grove takes over 3:44 and counting here in the third quarter of this one. Here comes Althouse out on the field. From their own 40. Split back formation, go around to the outside. Cats not having any of it. Another 3 or 4 yard loss by the Wildcats. There's Isaiah Patrick in on that one. Jesse Wallen and Joe Bowers sniff it out for a 2-yard loss with 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. So, we talked about it at halftime, Gary and I did, and we said, one of the things that start the second half, you want to get a couple of quick scores, get the clock rolling, and the Cats have done just that. Haven't missed a beat to start this second half. They lead at 41-0 with 2:55 to go here in the third. Aldhouse calls out to his team in the backfield, that dead T formation in the backfield. And they're going to go right up the middle with it. Nowhere to go. Cats all over it again. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe. See where they mark it. Maybe give them a yard on that one, or half a yard. Brings up 3rd down and long for Oak Grove. So 2:25 to go here in the third. 3rd down and long coming up for the Panthers. See for the Cats coming into the ball game. Brendan Shackles checks in for Jaden Wilson. Under center, wide receiver flanked out. This time they're going to go to the edge and can't get to the edge, and outside, tripped up after a gain of about 3. That was Peyton Klaus, and it brings up 4th down for the Panthers with 1:49 to go, and they're going to have to punt it away from their own 42-yard line. So besides the end of the half for Oak Grove, their last 8 drives have been 3 and outs, 2 plays and an interception, and 5 plays at the end of the half. So the Cats defense has really stepped up on this one. And a little squib kick off the foot and rolls into Oak Grove territory down to the 31-yard line. Cats will be at their own 31-yard line. So with 1:08 to go here in the third, the Cats lead 41-0, and they're going to have the ball when we get set for action at their own 32-yard line. This is where my roster and my binoculars going to start coming into play here. The double numbers, you never know who's out there. Looks like it'll be Crowley in the backfield along with Yoder. Yoder to the right, Crowley to the left. Here they go up the middle. They try to go with it and nowhere to go. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Carson Crowley looks to the sideline to get the play as the clock will roll, and that'll just end the third quarter. So your score at the end of 3, 41-0. Harrisonville with the lead. We'll be right back.
Everybody's schedule is different. Wouldn't it be great if service centers were more flexible with their hours to accommodate your schedule? Good news, the Sapp Brothers Service Center is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they don't just work on semis. They can work on your vehicle as well. If you work odd hours, get home after 5, or are just looking for a new place to take your vehicle, try the Sapp Brothers Service Center and be blown away with the great customer service and professional craftsmanship. Located on the 7 Highway exit right next to the Sapp Brothers Truck Stop.
Welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. I'm just up here just in La La Land. Jerry's smacking me with the stick to let me know it's my turn to come back on and talk. 12 minutes on the clock. We go to the fourth quarter. Cats lead at 41-0 in this one. Cats have some of the JV guys in there now on this drive. Going to be going left to right here in this quarter. Still 20-12, Green Valley Excelsior Springs as we keep an eye on that ball game. Split backs in the backfield for the Wildcats. Looks like Carson Crowley is the quarterback for the Cats now. And this time Crowley going to get it out to the outside, get a couple to about the 35-yard line. So Crowley with the keeper gets it up to the 35-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and about 7 for the Wildcats. Crowley under center. This time he's going to try to get the ball back on that player right up the middle, and he could not get it back. And they're going to lose a couple and have to punt it away. Bird. 11:03 to go here in the fourth as the clock rolls. So Cat's going to have to kick it away here. Bird stands at about his own 20. As Ford boots it away. Ball going to bounce, and it bounces back towards Oak Grove territory. Cats knock it down, and it'll be at their, sorry, I should say Wildcat territory. Ball marked down about the 45-yard line, and that's where Oak Grove will take over. 10-10 to go here in the ball game as it rolls. We'll wait. Like there was a flag. And that'll be on the Wildcats. And that'll push them into Oak Grove territory, or to Wildcat territory, down to the Wildcat 48-yard line. Didn't see what the penalty was. So a personal foul on the Cats. Ron let me know. It'll be 1st and 10, Oak Grove at the Wildcat 48-yard line. Their best field position since the opening drive of the ball game. Up the middle they go here. Cats pull them down after a gain of 3 or 4, and Bowers comes out of there with the ball again. That's about the 3rd or 4th time he's done that, saying, hey, I got the ball. Nevertheless, Hunter with the run, about a gain of 3 or 4 with 9:05 to go here. Cats in control of this one, up big. Trying to, one of the points where you're trying to roll the clock and get out of here with everybody healthy. Althouse this time goes right up the middle with it, a big chunk of yardage for a 1st down. Jackson down to the 36-yard line. So Oak Grove with a 1st down. That's their first down since way back at the end of the first half when they got 5 plays going and got a little bit of a drive going before the half. Other than that, it was the second drive of the game that they got it going. So Will Hoyt's going to take it. He gets a couple and then is leveled after a gain of a couple by several Wildcats. Jasper Davis in on that one, brings up 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8 with 8 minutes to go. Up to the line of scrimmage they go. Go right up the middle again for Oak Grove, and Jackson Crowley all over that one. Gain of a couple. Brings up 3rd down. So Cats took a little bit for them to get started tonight, but after initial couple of drives, they were able to get rocking and rolling and put 41 points on the board here tonight. And the big play offense by the Cats so far here tonight has been the difference in this one. Althouse almost loses it, pitches it back for Hunter, and Hunter tries to get to the outside, and he's going to get a couple of yards close to a 1st down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Panthers. So 4th and 3 coming up. Going to go for it here. Clock is rolling here. Oak Grove going to have to hurry to the line of scrimmage. Aldhouse gets up to the line of scrimmage on 4th and 3. And the last guy through is going to get it for a first down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 down to the 25 with 5:55 to go. Aldhouse comes up with the play. Grain Valley now up 27-12 on Excelsior Springs. Run up the middle, couple of yards, brings up 2nd down and about 6. Adrian up 20-0 on Sherwood late in that ball game. Grandview up 20-7 on Raytown South. Not a game I saw coming there, so that could really change up the standings in the district. The middle they go, nowhere to go, brings up 3rd down with 4:56 to go. Fumble, and so the Cats get it, and it's going to go back the other way. Cats going to have it at the 20, so get another turnover with 4:38 to go. I thought Aldhouse came back without a ball, but I thought he just kind of looked like the ball was going up the middle, so he didn't move. And nevertheless, it'll be Cats ball from their own 21-yard line. Summit Christian over Butler 19-7. Staley beating up on Kearney 42-0 at the half. Not a score I thought I would have saw tonight. Pretty good rivalry there. And right up the middle they try to go with it, nowhere to go. Crowley with the handoff. Handoff was to 28 Yoder. Yoder with a loss of about 3 there with 3:40 to go. So, gonna go with split backs, backfield. Under center will be Crowley. Again, give to Yoder, and Yoder gonna scramble back to the line of scrimmage. Bishop Miege 48-7 over Mill Valley. Smithville Chillicothe 7-0. Smithville undefeated on the season. 3rd down and long coming up for the Cats. Lee Summit North over Park Hill South 28-3. Leavenworth up on Shawnee Mission North 14-0 in the 3rd quarter. Nevada up 27-20 on Warrensburg. We go a 3rd down. Crowley looking to pass. He throws it out. It has his man up to the 23-yard line. Stays on his feet. Gets out of bounds. Finally wrapped up on the near side. Looked like they masked everything else going on. Kennedy Atkinson on the near sideline. So Kennedy with the catch. I know a mom that'll be super excited about that catch as Kennedy able to get it, not quite get a first down. He just kind of chucked the guy off of his back, got 3 or 4 more yards, and couldn't quite get the first down, and it'll be a punt for the Cats with 2 minutes to go here in the ball game, and the Cats leading this one 41-0. Bird gonna punt it away here. See if Bird just tries to lay into one here. No, he's gonna go with that little rugby-style kick. And picked up by Oak Grove, diving catch by Oak Grove there on their own side of the field. As Brendan Marsh goes and grabs that one. And the clock rolls with 1:35 to go. So get rocking and rolling here. Gary working on some stats for you with 1:20 to go in this one. Been all Cats in this one. So they lead it with 1:10 to go in the ball game. Aldhouse brings his team out to the line again. A dead T formation in the backfield. I'm loving that I know that now. That's what they call it. Aldhouse scrambling for his life here. Gets back past the line of scrimmage and gets about 2 or 3 out of it, up to about the 46-yard line. So that'll mark him up to about the 45-yard line. With 35 seconds about to go here in this one. Oak Grove will have to snap it probably at least one more time. So the officials are discussing something over there. Now the play clock rolls with 20 seconds to go. Aldhouse brings his team to the line. 2 backs set in the backfield, back off the left end. They're going to pitch it back, try to go somewhere, nowhere to go. Tackle in the backfield. That was a tackle right there. 51 Carson Grafe, and that will end the ball game. Cats going to win it 41-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with our post game after this. You've been watching and listening to highschoolfootball4tees.com. Stay tuned for the post game show.
We all have a checklist when it comes to getting car care. No matter what is on your list, convenience, knowledge, affordability, friendliness, Colby's Car Clinic has you covered. Convenience is being right here in Harrisonville and taking care of all car care problems. From an oil change to tires and everything in between, it's your only stop. Knowledge is covered with having an ASC certified master technician. Affordability means they will work with you to not break your budget. And friendliness greets you each time you walk in the door as they treat you like an old friend. Go see Colby and the gang behind O'Reilly's in the Big Blue Building.
Everyone loves a home field advantage. Buying or selling a home should be no different. That's why the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty, should be your first call when you're in the market for buying or selling. James and Michael Hearn were born and raised right here in Harrisonville. They know the area and will find the perfect fit for you and your family. Mix in former Wildcat Tyler Hearn, and the Hearn Group, Keller Williams Realty is your hometown team with the home field advantage to get you in your dream home. Give them a call today at 816-797-0756 or visit them at www.hearnhomes.com. The easiest place to buy a car just got easier. Max Ford of Harrisonville is getting rid of its 2017 inventory and offering 72 months, 0% interest, and a $1,000 trade allowance with approved credit. If this isn't in your budget, they have over 800 cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from so you can cruise through town in style. If you've been on the fence about buying, now is the time. So go to maxmotors.com while you watch the Wildcats, find a car, and head out to Max Ford tomorrow to get rolling down the road. And stay tuned after the game for our Max Effort Player of the Game.
So you're saying you didn't eat this ice cream?
Baby, I swear on my lucky shirt. I ate it.
Frightening bolt. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Farmers Insurance, Brad Sainer, the Wildcats' most trusted Harrisonville Farmers Insurance agent who's seen it and covered it. Brad Sainer. Visit him in the A-frame on Commercial across from Casey's to get you covered. Ready for relief? Absolute Health Chiropractic's professional friendly staff is trained to get results. Your doctor of chiropractic will analyze the cause of your pain, explain what's causing it, and work with you to get relief. They use effective, tested, proven techniques to relieve your pain and get you back to 100% right away so you can get back to enjoying your life. Absolute Health Chiropractic at 1908 West Mechanic Street in Harrisonville, or call 816-380-2436. 2436. Upcycled Orchard Pumpkin Patch opens this weekend. Pumpkin Patch, hay rides, corn maze, bounce house, pumpkin bowling, corn wagon, apple lunch, s'mores fire pit, cider donuts, cider slushies, mums, and all your fall decorating needs. We also have You Pick Apples. Patch activities are open Saturday 10 to 4 and Sunday 12 to 4. Our shop, pre-picked pumpkins and apples are open during the week, Wednesday through Friday too. Located at the corner of South 7 Highway and Kaufman Road. Special groups can call and schedule during the week. Check us out on Facebook or call 816-925-0404.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Your final score tonight, 41-0 Harrisonville with the victory over the Oak Grove Panthers. Cats dominate on both sides of the ball here tonight on offense and on defense. Big-time plays on the offensive side of the ball. 68-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Patrick. 74-yard catch from Ryan Bird to Jasper Davis. A big 30-plus yard reception by Kurt Poisel. 50-yard touchdown by Ryan Bird. It was just one of those things. Wildcats were able to rock and roll tonight and get the W with the big plays. We'll bring Gary in here, and Gary's got some stats for us here on the postgame show. And Gary, that's one of those games that takes a little bit to add up.
Yeah, it does, but obviously the second half, with the clock running, we didn't get as many yards. From the first half to the second half, we gained an extra 100 yards in rushing, only 5 yards in passing. So, I mean, really the second half, a little over 100 yards because of the running clock. But what you were saying was kind of in the middle when we had the interception and the punt, then we had TD, punt, TD, half, TD, punt. And that's what you like to see. I mean, that's the way you get that many points on the scoreboard, and you want to get them on quick so you can have the running clock.
And you know, you look at the other side of it with Oak Grove, you know, what we talked about at halftime. After that first series, they went off on downs. They only had 106 total yards, but they went 4 plays and turned it over on downs. They were deep in our territory after the interception. But the second drive, and we talked about it, you know, usually takes a couple of drives to kind of situate what Oak Grove's going to do, the way they do the smoke and mirrors and all the move and everything. Harrisonville settled in after that, and if you look down the next 1, 2, 3, 4 series, 5, 6, 7, there's 8 series there, and 7 out of those 8 were 3 and outs.
Absolutely.
1 with an interception. You almost don't count the one that was the end of the half. They got a first down, and then they just let the clock run out, basically, just getting that first down. So the defense did its job, and it was fun to watch tonight on both sides of the ball.
Defense did a wonderful job holding them to 106 yards. I mean, any team to 106 yards is a very much of an accomplishment. And, I mean, you know, they had only 92 yards rushing, which and then the 14 yards passing, and that was it. Obviously, the quarterback was running for his life all the time. He tried to throw more times than that, but he got sacked several times or just got back up to the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, as far as totals for them, they really didn't have any. I mean, as many times as the quarterback either carried or was rushed out of the pocket, he only ended up with 1 yard, and that includes the sacks. Leading the way for us, though, 9 carries for 32 yards was Reynolds. Bowers had 8 carries for 31 yards. Bird did a wonderful job on some of those plays. He ended up leading the team in rushing with 95 yards out of 6 carries. A couple of big rushes there. And then obviously you had Patrick with that 68-yard. The only time he's had a handle the ball this year on offense and got a 68-yard touchdown.
Hey, retire now, you got a 68-yard average, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then receiving, again, you have Davis. You had 4 catches for 129 yards. Laughlin with 23 yards. And then it was Bowers with 11 yards.
Well, and, you know, you talk about the passing game. You know, you've got weapons there, several players with big receptions tonight for the Cats. What I like to see, one of the biggest things I loved to see tonight out of our quarterback, Ryan Bird, was first throw of the game, throws it right in the hands of Oak Grove. They return it deep into our territory, and he didn't let that affect him. And, it was something I always talked to Zach about back in the day. Sam Cooper's another quarterback that came through the system. And all these quarterbacks that have always come through the system, the one thing you got to have as a quarterback is sometimes a short-term memory and a little bit of moxie as well. To be like, you know what? Oh, well, I threw an interception. We're going to get him next time. And Ryan showed that tonight. After that one pass, it never fazed him. He went on, you said, 9 out of 12 after that first interception, and he threw for 200 yards. 200 yards in the air, 100 yards on the ground. You'll take that from your quarterback each and every night, and you're probably going to have a lot of victories if you do.
Oh, absolutely. You're right. Short-term memory, and he made the mistake, okay? Everybody makes mistakes. His defense stood up for him. They kept him on downs, and then from then on it was Harrisonville ball all the way. So that was what was so nice about to see, that even in the mistake, they overcame that mistake. He did mentally as well and had a wonderful game rushing and passing.
Yeah, it was a great job. Bottom line, you get the 41-0 victory. You move to 5-3 on the year. You got one more game before district starts. You're at this point, I know we saw that Grain Valley was up 27-12, I believe, on Excelsior. Looks like they may get that 1 seed and also get that conference title. But what a better way to send them out again with a loss in districts if you have to on their home field. When you had that, you could have won that game. It was the last second play. And you look at Harrisonville being 5-3 right now. They're 7-1. 7-1 they could be.
Oh, absolutely.
You throw out. We always talk about the Pittsburgh game, but they had a shot in the end zone last game against Platte County. They had a shot against Grain Valley as well, as they had the lead with less than a minute to go in the ball game. So, bottom line is you're 5-3. You just got to take care of your business and then let the chips fall the way they do in districts and see what happens. Bottom line, let's go get another victory next week.
You're talking about streaking. We didn't start streaking as soon as we wanted to, but, hey, that's where we're at right now. I got one more game next week. Let's take care of business there, take it into the districts, and then let's just keep going.
So we'll see what happens. I want to thank everybody again for getting us rocking and rolling. All of our great sponsors, of course, make these possible each and every week. But I want to thank my videographer over here behind the camera, Ron Allschlager, and I want to wish him safe travels tonight as he leaves from here to head down to Houston to watch the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. He's got family down in the Houston area. So hopefully, prayers his way, so a safe trip. Gary Davidson, my statistician color guy, he's leaving for Cincinnati to go watch Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know why on Sunday, but I do know why, but I'm going to give him a hard time about that as he heads up Sunday to watch the Cincinnati Bengals play. Jerry Forsler always does a great job making sure we get on the air. That beautiful picture you see on your TV or whatever it may be, that's Jerry's doing. So I want to thank all of them. And, of course, I'm Chad Grimmer. I'm saying good night from Oak Grove. We'll see you next Friday night in Harrisonville for senior night.